At this time, I've asked Glen to come and share some words of testimony. Glen's from Southwest Baptist Church, so thanks, Glen.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Glen Pettifer. That's all right. Someone at Southwest introduced me as Glen Pettifer, and it's sort of carried on ever since. So. I'm going to Southwest Baptist Church, but I'm actually not from Adelaide. I'm from Melbourne, and I've come over here because I believe that the Lord wants me to go to Bible college. So I'm currently going to Adelaide College of Ministries. I'm doing 3 years of study there, doing a Bachelor of Ministries. So it's a very exciting time for me at the moment. I'm just excited to see what the Lord is doing in my life and what He will do. And I'll tell you a little bit about my testimony. I was born into a Christian family, and both my parents were saved, and I grew up going to church. I'd go to church every Sunday with my parents, and I'd go to Sunday school. And it was through a Sunday school teacher that I had that I came to know the Lord when I was about 5 or 6 years old. So I've known the Lord for most of my life, and it's been a blessing. And so I grew up in a Christian family. I grew up going to church, and however, when I was saved, my parents and we went to a Presbyterian church. Now, this church didn't actually believe in baptism by immersion as such. They believed in sprinkling, which is a bit different. And my mum didn't want me to be sprinkled, so she stopped me from being baptised. And then eventually we started going to an independent Baptist church called Open Door Baptist Church in a suburb called Melton in Victoria. And when we moved into that, my dad actually hadn't been baptised either. And so when we arrived at this church, we became members and we were going regularly. And then the pastor approached my dad and myself and asked if we wanted to be baptised, and we said we did. So I got the privilege of being baptised with my father, which was a bit of a special thing. And so we continued to attend that church, and my parents are currently at that church now. They're heavily involved in the church and ministering there. And so about let's say last year, as I was doing what I do, I'm a school teacher by trade. So as I was teaching, my pastor at my home church and a few other people were saying to me, when are you going to start preaching? When are you going to start preaching? Preach? I don't want to preach. And so this was, I guess it was sort of, looking back, it was sort of like God's way of saying, look, I want you to go to Bible college. So all throughout the year I started praying about it and wondering about it. And it was just interesting to see the way the Lord worked it all out. And He's brought me here, and I thank Him for it. And I thank you all for having me here this morning. Thank you for letting us come here and share the word with you.
Thank you.